I mean, just look at this guy. He's a miracle. No wonder he has 200 people following him. This is absolutely bonkers. Now that we're on top of the castle here, we're just gonna start whacking these Volandians. It's just so funny. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna choose the Sturgians again and create our character here. Nice big axe wound on the forehead. That's great. Number 4, perfect. That's good. Yep, this is it. Yep, very good. Trained with the infantry in his youth. Yep. Defeated enemies in battle like a badass. And this time around, we've got a lot of experience to start. I feel like the bear was cursed last time, so we're going to choose a lion here this time. We name our family. Jas? Yes, Mr. Huge Ass. Very good. I really don't know where we come up with these names. Oh, now we might as well get loaded into the game here. Looks like we started next to Varcheg here. Let's head on into town and see what kind of troops our hero of the day can recruit here. Well, isn't that unfortunate? It seems our people haven't heard of Mr. Huge Ass here, and because of that, aren't willing to sign up for him yet. Let's fix that. We're going to start off by selling everything we don't need here, including a horse and some clothes, because we don't need those things. We're going to do this all on foot. Next, we'll just buy us some food and get on our way. Alright, and we're back out on the world map here. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into on our own. Maybe we can go somewhere else and find some more friends. Yeah, let's try this spot. A couple of recruits. Very nice. Good start. Now it's time to see if we can get into any trouble up north here. On our way up here, we found our first victims. Nice small group of looters. Look at this guy. He's nuttier than Crazy Eyes from Mr. Deeds. He, looks like a guy who just wants to eat your face off. Yes, our first adventure for Mr. Huge Ass here. Well, let's see what he can do. Just line up there. Yep, you are doing great. Keep on doing that. Well, I guess we know why these guys decided to wear red. So, how'd we do? I guess on the bright side, we're still alive. So let's just, I guess, take all the clothes off everybody here. That's not weird or anything. Great, now that we've got a little bit more equipment, let's see what other kind of trouble we can get into. These mountain bandits look tough. Look at that power bar. I mean, really. And look at those spears. Pretty nasty, pretty sharp looking. I think we're gonna have to live to fight another day here. Let's see if we can work something out. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a lot of money, but, you know, at least we're gonna live to fight another day. If we're gonna be expected to raise the best infantry-only army that we can, we're gonna need some more recruits here. So let's see if we can go find some. And now, I didn't mean to get in a fight this early, but, you know, since we're here, I guess we're gonna have to, right, guys? This fight's gonna be a little bit tougher than the last one, and didn't plan for horses when I was coming up with the idea. So I'm not really sure how we're gonna deal with this, but I guess we're gonna. Everybody move up here. Yeah, very good. And men, go ahead and charge on in here. Very good. Do some damage. These guys are really doing a great job today. Wow, I'm impressed. Keep on fighting. Yep, there's another fight won. I guess the only real way to deal with this is retreat and then kind of auto-attack it. Yeah, guess it worked out. All right, let's take our loot here and see if we can get into another fight. I will come back when that happens. All right, and we're back onto this next fight here. Let's send our guys in. That power bar looks a little uneven. Yeah, we'll be fine. We've got a great army here. I'd like you to spread out a little bit here, though, in case, you know, they do have rocks or javelins or whatever. You two really aren't following directions that well, are you? Just move up a little bit. Well, perfect. That's a job well done if I've ever seen it. Wow, I'm not even mad about that. That was a great throw. Is that blood? I mean, this guy deserves a shield if anybody does. Come on. The rest of the bandits are here. Well, I guess everybody else should go ahead and charge. Alright, let's see how good our army is. Now's a great time for a montage here. Everybody, get ready. We're gonna get this guy, and this guy, that guy. Here's another one. Excellent. And we have one character left, so we're just gonna go ahead and do the thing we normally do, and it's gonna work out perfectly well for us. Yeah, that worked out well for us. I can't believe they've captured Hugh. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to use our vast wealth to buy our way out of this. That's very good, and we're just gonna hire some more peasants to fight for us. Excellent. Now we can get back to our quest of capturing a castle using only infantry. Huge Ass really is the hero this world didn't know it needed. Our gloomy friend here must really realize what's about to come to him. I mean, we've got a special delivery for you, sir. And I don't think you're gonna like it. Alright, well, this is a perfect chance to try out our new army of all infantrymen. I mean, these peasants really need experience, so let's just go ahead and charge on in here and see what kind of damage they can do. Let's whack this guy with a mallet here. Excellent. And we'll take this guy out. Yep. Wow, he's pretty tough. Man, I'm glad I have all these peasants helping me. And I hope this time we deal with the horse goes a little bit better than the last one. And we only lost 2 troops. I think we're doing great. Upgraded 7. Man, we're coming along here. This must be the turning point I've heard so much about. If we're going to start taking castles, though, we're going to need a lot more than 12 peasants. So we're going to spend this next little bit of time building and upgrading a much stronger army. We're just going to go ahead and chase down these looters to see what kind of trouble we can get into. That sounds like a good idea to me. All right, and now that we've caught up to these guys, we're going to get right into the action. Tailworld sure does a good job of making those guys look crazy. Our infantry-only army is going to make quick work of these looters. Let's see how fast we can take them out. Ah, yes, leveling up at the expense of some looters is the real way of our hero Huge Ass. On a more serious note, now that we've leveled up our troops, let's see how we're going to upgrade them. Since we're doing infantry only, we're going to need some good shields to stop the arrows and prevent horse charges. So we're going to want to go towards the heavy axemen and heavy spearmen. So we're going to wind up doing the sturgeon warrior, soldier, spearman, and most of our characters are going to be upgraded into these heavy axemen. All right, let's go ahead and just start upgrading our first recruits. This is wonderful. I mean, I really feel like this is how Bannerlord was meant to be played. All right, let's keep doing this. That's almost 30 looters. 30 against 15? I like our odds. That's almost 2 to 1. Don't worry, though. We've got this wonderful new sword. Let's try it out. Oh, man, it's really doing some damage here. All right. Yeah, let's just start walking down these lines and hitting people with a hammer. I like this. We're just going to keep going here, take you down, and then over here. That's what you get when you try to take on our upgraded infantry-only overpowered army. Our hero, Huge Ass, is doing a great job of cleaning up the area, but he's just too slow. You know, he can't catch up to the bandits quick enough, so we're going to have to fix that here. And we're not going to be riding these horses, but, you know, they are going to speed us up on the map, so we're just going to go ahead and pick up a few. That'll fix the problem. Now, peasants are very cheap to employ, but once we started upgrading troops and creating this beautiful, heavily upgraded army, it's gotten a little more expensive. Did we intend to pay them directly? No. We're gonna make some other prince do it. So we rode around and found Ragnavad here, and, you know, we're just gonna make him pay for it. And while Sturgia is less like the Bolt Castle and more like Rochester, they have axemen, which is, you know, in the grand scheme of things, what is really important. So now that we have a great way to make a little bit of extra money, we're on to keep practicing and upgrading our infantry-only army. They turned into a pretty good force, and it's about at this point that I realized how incredibly overpowered this build is. I mean, look at this. They are just chewing through these looters. Oh, it just doesn't get better than this. This shield wall is proving a lot more capable than I had originally thought it would be. I mean, this is a pretty strong technique right here. So now that we've got some upgraded units, we'll go ahead and maybe take on some tougher fights like these Sea Raiders here. He goes down, and now onto this one. He'll go down pretty quickly too. Despite this guy's clearly better armor, he is no match for us. And a couple more swings and he'll be down. And it looks like he's just decided to charge the shield wall, which, I mean, that's just brilliant, Tailworld. Excellent work. Gonna go ahead and move on to our next battle here. And these guys, they look a little bit more intimidating. They're already throwing some javelins, and that was great. That didn't hurt at all. They're just going to charge the shield lines. Our men will make quick work of them. And it looks like there's another battle in the bag here. So let's talk about taking something else on, maybe a little harder. We've got these shieldy boys here all set and ready to go. Maybe it's time to take on a bandit camp. This impenetrable wall of shields here and myself are just going to charge on in and see what kind of damage we can do. Right, very good. Our first victim here. Well, let's just go say hi. So let's just give you a little whack with this hammer, and good, our first brigand is down here. Why isn't this guy wearing a shirt? Well, he just stands no chance against our shieldy boys. A couple swings of the axe, and you'll see the first one go down, and then the second, finally the third. Our fearless army is making quick work of this bandit camp, and pretty soon we're going to be moving along to the mountain leader. We're obviously going to be taking this guy on in single combat to make these shieldy boys proud of their leader. Huge Ass. We'll even let you take the first swing, Mr. Boss. I mean, really, who knew shields were so strong? And, that's some big damage. And even better. Alright, down he goes. That's one more challenge down. If you've made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd give the video a like and go ahead and click the subscribe button. And while you're at it, leave a comment. Let us know what kind of video you'd like to see next. It helps us out a ton, and we love hearing from you. And with that done, we'll check back in when we get a little farther. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And because of how impressed the shield gods are with your ability to like the video, our friend here, Huge Ass, has been bestowed a massive fortune. Not only has he accrued $1 million, but he's also gotten a couple of hundred extra followers, and he's leveled up a lot. I mean, look at these levels, they're huge. And Huge Ass is just dapper as ever, look at him. I mean, he might not be wearing the best armor, but he's got incredible weaponry. And this team, it's just, well, unstoppable. That's a huge amount of heavy axemen. That's incredible. And then I also have a couple of these other high-level soldiers. I just wanted to test them out, but nothing really compares to the heavy axemen. And we got some great weapons, too. Let's start by taking a look at the Slayer here. That's our one-handed sword we use our shield with. It's very pretty. Yep. Proud of that one. Then you've got the Leopard here, that's our mace we're going to use to bonk people, and the Skinner is a massive two-handed sword which we can use to deal out incredible amounts of damage. Oh, this game has really gotten overpowered. That is a beautiful castle. I think we're going to go ahead and take it. We've spent a long time building up to this, and it's great that we're finally here. So we're going to go ahead and build a siege camp, and we'll take it from there. We're also going to go ahead when this siege camp finishes and build a battering ram, because it just will make the siege smoother. But in all honesty though, it's probably not necessary with the power bar looking the way it is. I mean, this is just going to be ridiculous. And with the amount of defenders I see out here, it's probably best to just go ahead and lead an assault anyway. But you can hardly blame the hero of this story. I mean, could you imagine having just sat down to eat your afternoon turkey leg when all of a sudden 200 shieldy boys show up? Because that's the point of view of the people from the castle, and it doesn't look good for them. But carry on. We'll get to the base of this castle and we'll meet you there. Oh, it really does my heart good to see so many people piled up at the base of this enemy's castle. I mean, it's just an impressive looking feat. We're just going to let these tanky shields absorb all the arrows, and then we'll head on up the ladder here. We'll make our way in that direction now. It always impressed me that we could climb up these ladders with no hands while holding a shield up. I mean, just look at this guy. He's a miracle. No wonder he has 200 people following him. This is absolutely bonkers. Now that we're on top of the castle here, we're just going to start whacking these Phalandians. It's just so funny. I was not prepared for this when I started this challenge. I'd strongly recommend it. I mean, the beginning is awful, but once you get past that, it turns into a pretty wild ride really quick, and it's just a blast. I mean, look at how far we are. This guy is just taking a castle without any archers or any horsemen. It's pretty crazy. And as is usual for the legendary Huge Ass, we've taken a whole castle and have only lost 15 troops. Oh. But that about wraps up our story for the legendary Mr. Huge Ass here. These videos really do take a long time to produce, so if you would drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment about how you like the video or what you'd like to see next, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.